Welcome to our first episode of As It Happens.
First episode.
Well, we had our first episode yesterday.
Yeah, he was
So
not.
this is our
He
second
was
first
not. He
episode.
wasn't in it.
But yesterday it wasn't a first episode because we didn't have a title.
Is we? Oh, true. Okay. Anyway.
So our first episode of As It Happens with Jennie and Mike.
No, we're not. This is just for our friends.
Hello, friends. We haven't been out much lately due to coronavirus, so it's getting weird up in here.
But today we're talking about our careers. So, babe, you get to go first. So go.
Sure, I have a career. I've been working in software most of the time, and I don't know where folks left off with what I've been doing, but worked at Expedia for a long time when I was in Seattle, and then got out of the big corporate scene and joined a small startup working for a company that focused on multimodal transportation options like taxis and Uber and Car2Go and the scooters and bikes. And I did that for a couple of years before money got tight and things got complicated at that company and I needed to get out. And that happened about 6 months ago. And when that transition happened for me, I had an opportunity to either go back to the corporate sector or I got called up by another startup and kind of convinced that it would be a good idea to do that whole game again, which was shocking for Jennie and I because we were kind of over the whole startup scene after the mess from the previous company.
Yeah.
And the new company that I work for is a Seattle-based startup in the Pioneer Square area. It's a super early stage startup that's funded well and still in stealth mode, so most folks won't have heard of it. It's called Swiftly Systems, and it is a grocery industry application. They are partnered with a small grocer down in California called Zion Markets, which I haven't got to see yet. I will get to see soon, but I imagine it's like a Wajimaya inside the stores. And it's a consumer-facing app for people to go in and potentially check out through the phone or a mobile application without having to interact much with the cashier. And it is a loyalty program so that patrons can get points in the typical model. But the actual drive of the company is to become a much more immersed platform for grocers, for pick and pack folks, for delivery, for e-commerce, and ultimately for an integrated experience in the hands of the grocer working with the shoppers. I'm having a really great time, and I couldn't be more fortunate to be in this opportunity during this particular time. Grocery is one of the only sectors out there that is still doing really well. We're getting lots of calls as a company from different prospects about how they can get involved with a program that will get access to an electronic relationship with the shoppers. And it's kind of wild because we've been a little bit of a side benefit for core grocery as we work our way into the market. But with the outbreak of the coronavirus, there is actual real benefit to the health of the cashiers and the shoppers to the products that we're building, because the self-checkout system essentially allows shoppers to buy stuff and walk out of the store with very little touch or interaction with store staff. And we're working on products that will enable things like click and collect, so folks don't even have to go in the store and interact with people at all. So it's neat to be a part of something that could legitimately help with the health and well-being of society as a developer. I feel like that's something we don't usually have a lot of opportunities to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing.
Pretty crazy, but it's fun.
It really is. I'm having a great time. I love the company. I like the people that I'm working with. I enjoy being in the startup scene as opposed to the corporate scene because I just like that there could be a lot of expanse in the company and there could be a lot of additional opportunity And I also like the ability to contribute in lots of different pieces of the software scene. Like, I don't just do individual contributor. If you know about software where you just sit down and code, I get to be a part of team management, product ideas. I have to basically be prepared to contribute across the board to help the company be successful. And I think that if we grow and we hire, I'll probably have opportunities to work with building teams and working on things, which would be really fun.
Yeah, so that's what Michael's up to. For me, for those who don't know, I went back to school to get my paralegal certification. I'm in my last quarter. It's a year-long program, so I'm super excited about that. I am currently working at an internship with a very small, she just got started in Washington State. It's been a year. She does personal injury law, and she's great. Her firm allows me to have a lot of touch points with so many different things. It's kind of like working at a startup myself, which is kind of crazy.
It's exciting.
But I like it a lot, and it's been fun for me to get back out into a working environment and interact with other adults and get to thrive and start my career again. So that's been pretty exciting for me.
What's it like trying to balance school and internship and
Life.
life?
Exhausting. It's exhausting. But I have you. And the boys are great. They're totally understanding when I get a little bit on edge, for sure, because that happens from time to time when things are due or I'm working on a project for work. And there's a lot more pressure for work projects. Everything is real life. It's not hypothetical. Things get turned to the court. Things are affecting other people's lives. So it's kind of been an interesting transition and a little scary, but it's been fun taking it all on.
The thing is, from my perspective, because of the way that we did our lives, I've been doing the career thing all this time, and Jenny's been the stay-at-home mom this whole time. And I know from when we met back in college that Jenny really had aspirations to jump into a career, get deep into forensics, and really focus on that aspect of her life, and wasn't able to do that. Mm-hmm. And we've had all these conversations over the years about, well, what do you really want to do, and how do you want to do it, and what does this all mean, because now this is where we're at. And there were times with the economy and the way that the work environment looked and how it feels to be a stay-at-home mom, it just seemed impossible to get over the hump, and that just trading your life to work to pay for childcare felt overwhelming and useless. And we were doing that stint with the homeschooling stuff. So how has it felt for you making this transition given those challenges?
Okay, hang on. We have to remind myself what the question was, and then we can do it again.
No, let's just keep going.
That.
Given those challenges.
Oh, given those challenges. Do it one more time. One more time.
I'm going to lead you in, and then I'm going to do the tag, okay? Remember how the economy sucked, and you were a stay-at-home mom, and it sucked trying to trade babysitting for your life?
Right.
Given those challenges.
I think that it's been really good to restart my career. Now was the right time to do that. It's still hard to transition from being a stay-at-home mom to being in a career. There's parts that I miss a lot, but when they're not here all day and they don't need me quite as much in terms of like day-to-day needs, I just get them to school and back.
They are the gremlins, right?
They would be the gremlins, yes.
Yes.
Which would mean adorable, cute little gremlins. The cute one, not the scary ones. Do they have a different name when they're scary?
Gremlins.
Oh, what are they when they're cute?
Gizmos.
Oh, no, But they were
Yes.
still cool. Okay, well, then they're cute little gizmo gremlins. I don't know. Because they're kind of both sometimes. Anyway. So there's part of me that misses being a stay-at-home mom, but mostly I'm just really glad to be starting my career.
It's been really fun watching you blossom into this role, and I can tell you're really excited, and I'm really excited for you, and I think it's going to be a fun year watching you transition into a not internship but full-blown gig. That'll
Great.
be really cool.
I know, I'm super excited. So, yeah, that's our careers and kind of what we've been up to for work. We're both super excited with where we're at. Looking forward to the rest of this year. Just going to chug along, but we're both loving what we're doing. Sorry, I stare at him. I don't know.
I don't know why either.
But yeah, loving what we're doing, which I think is really important.
As it happens.
It makes us happier. All right. Well, tomorrow I'll be talking about the boys and what they've been up to. So,
What will I be doing?
well, you're welcome to join. The boys may make a cameo. We'll see.
Bye, friends.